You're welcome. All right, 9-7, the law of sines, not right triangles. This is when we use the law of sines for non-right triangles. We're going to do like the first 3 examples and that's it, okay? Here is what the law of sines is. Sine of A over A equals sine of B over B equals sine of C over C. Now, you will only ever set up 2 of these at once. So let's say I'm not talking about C and I'm just talking about A and B. This is a proportion, something over something equals something over something. And usually you're solving for like this guy and they'll give you some of these other angles. What you're going to do is you're going to cross multiply and divide to solve for the unknown. That's it, okay? So the reason why they give you 3 of them here is because maybe you don't know anything about angle A, so you're comparing B and C. You can do that, okay? So this is how you set it up, sine of A over A, sine of B over B, that type of thing, okay? Sine of the angle over the stuff. All right. First and foremost, you have angles that are labeled with capital letters, A, B, C. The sides are labeled with lowercase letters. So like which side would side little a be? 9. It's the one that's opposite capital A. Do you see that? All right. Which one's little c? X. Okay. Do we get the idea? Little b is opposite little b or capital B. Okay. So that's how that works. All right. Now we are solving for. Look at the sides that we have. All right. We are solving for. Are we solving for x? We're solving for x. X is this guy, and the only other side that I know is 9. We're not going to worry about b at all. Okay, we're only worrying about those 2 things. One of them I'm solving for. I need to know x, and I know what 9 is. We're going to look at the angles that are opposite him. So if I'm solving for x, that means I have to use 35. If I have 9, that means I have to use 58. Okay? All right, here is the formula. I'm going to write them off to the side over here. He is sine of something over something equals sine of something over something. All right, so let's pick on an angle. Sine of what? What would you like to do first? Sine of 35 over what? X, because x and 35 go together. They're matched up, okay? Equals sine of 58 over 9. All right, now we cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply these 2 together, right? And then what to solve for x? Yeah, we multiply those 2 together. So we multiply those, and then we're going to divide by sine of 58. You see how that works? Cross multiply, divide. X equals, multiply those together, divide by sine of 58. Practice typing that in. 9 times sine of 35 divided by sine of 58. X equals. What? 6.1. Yeah, let's see if this seems reasonable. Okay, 6.1 is this guy here. Here's how I compare. Ready? 58 is a big angle. 9 is a bigger side. 35 is a smaller angle. 6.1's got to be a smaller side, right? So small side goes with small angle, big side goes with big angle, right? There is that. Not too bad. Okay, let's go to the next example. 2. Okay, this one they make you work a little bit harder. Identify your sides. So we are solving for x, and the other side that I have to use is 73. All right, if I'm solving for x, what angle do you have to use? 60. If I'm solving for 70, or if I have 73, what angle are you going to use there? Whatever g is. And somebody said it. 65. How do you know that's 65? Because they add up to be 180, right? Okay, so you got to use those. All right, now we set up our sine stuff. So sine of something over something equals sine of something over something. All right, let's plop our stuff in. Sine of what? What angle would you like to do? 60, okay, over x, and sine of 65 over 73. Okay, which ones are we going to multiply? The 60 and 73. So sine of 60 times 73, and then divide by sine of 65. Okay? Cross multiply, then divide to get the x. X is? 69.8. Let's see if that seems reasonable. 69.8. Okay? All right. 60 was a small angle. 69.8 better be smaller than 65 and 73. You see that? Okay? 65 is bigger. 73 is a bigger side. 60 is smaller. 69.8 is smaller. Yeah? So just kind of do that rough check. That's how they should be in proportion to each other. All right, last one. This guy. We are solving for x. I'm skipping over the story problem because it's all labeled here. We're solving for x. Okay, x is this side. They give us two other sides. All right, if we have x, we have to use the 24 degrees, so this guy. What else would you like to use to set this up? Yeah, 106 and 146, because those are opposites. Now, we could have, if we wanted to, figure out what this angle is and use that one and that one. That's totally fine. But why do that when they already give you everything you need? So sine of something over something equals sine of something over something. All right, sine of what? 24. Sine of 24 over x equals sine of 106 over 146.9. We're going to cross multiply these guys and divide. This is not bad, right? And this is all that it is. 62.2. And that's in feet. Does that make sense that that would be 62.2 feet? The other side is like 146. That's way, way bigger. Is 62 right? But look at the angle. 106 in comparison to 24 degrees. It's going to be way, way, way bigger, right? Okay, so just kind of do a little rough check, like, does that seem reasonable? Okay, that is all. We don't do this next example 4 and example 5 and example 6. I'm not dealing with that. Okay, good? 2 through 14 evens. That is all.